I'm Solomon Jones. I'm on the pastoral staff here at Great Commission Church.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about your first experience with Ask Me Why I'm Not in Church in the mission field.
So my first experience with Ask Me Why I'm Not in Church was going out to 72nd and Ogans. I think that was the first place that we went. It was a good experience. I think that, we went out on Sundays and it was quiet. Because Sunday mornings in the hood is quiet, right? So we began to clean in the neighborhood, clean around a strip mall that was there, and there were several people that we would see every Sunday, and we began to form relationships with them. One of the people that I remember seeing was a woman who told me that her name was DeCourcy, and I said, DeCourcy? She said, yeah. She said, I think I know your family, and this was somebody who grew up in the church that I grew up in when I was a kid, and so it's interesting how God will allow you to run into people and run into things that'll remind you where you came from, where He's brought you from, and where He's brought you to.
Okay. What words give us an idea of an obstacle or two obstacles, something that you ran into that kind of the enemy tried to use to prevent you from completing your task?
I think one of the things that you deal with in trying to do missions is your own sense of inadequacy, right? Your own sense that I don't really have anything to say.
Right.
These people won't agree with me. These people won't be able to relate to me. These people won't want to listen to me. And that's the main thing that you have to overcome is your own insecurities, right? In going out and talking to people about the Lord. But I think beyond that, it's just getting yourself up to do it, and remembering that it's not you that's doing it. You just plant the seed.
Right.
God brings the increase.
Right.
And so I think dealing with your own insecurity is the biggest obstacle that you face. I know it was for me.
With that being said, what's something that you prayed for going out into the mission field?
I prayed that God would allow me to just speak to people in a way that wasn't negative, and in a way that was not, that they would be receptive to. Just to have a normal conversation with somebody and not to come as if I'm standing in the pulpit preaching to them. Right. Just have a regular conversation with people, form a relationship with people. One of the things that happened while we were doing our first Ask Me Why I'm Not in Church was I met a brother named Steve. Steve was always out there every day. I had seen him over the years because I grew up in this community. And I remember him as somebody who was always kind of in the street, and now he's beginning to break down a little bit. And the brother was asking for money, and I just started to just buy him breakfast, and to talk with him and to pray with him while we were out there. And I think that, in doing that did a lot for me. It made me feel like, okay, this is somebody I know, somebody I've seen, somebody who, could very well come to the Lord, but right now he has an immediate need that I need to address. And so I did that as a means of forming a relationship with him.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And finally, what advice would you give to someone this is going to be their first time going out, standing on the corner, trying to reach their community? What would you say to them?
I would say be yourself.
Okay.
Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody that you're not, because it'll come off phony anyway. Just be yourself. Share your experience, and be loving, be caring about the people that you're going to encounter. People respond to love, and they respond to genuine people. And everything else will follow that. Pray, and go out with the love of God, and everything will be all right.
All right. Amen. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.